In today's video, I'll be talking about the different Spade bits that Harbor Freight carries. I was walking through the Clinton, North Carolina Harbor Freight, which is really nice, by the way, and I saw that they had Hercules, Bauer, and Warrior brand Spade bits. So I said to myself, this is a great thing to test here. Let's find out which one of these three brands makes the best Spade bit, and is that Spade bit really any good? The Warrior is a professional Spade bit set. It comes in 6 pieces. The cost of the Warrior bit set is $7.99 before tax. The Warrior extended spurs cut crisp, clean holes quickly in thick stock. They have 1/4 inch quick change shanks that work with drills or impact drivers, and each bit is forged, heat treated, and stamped clearly with sizes for easy identification. The Bauer brand Spade bit set comes with 6 bits, 3/8 through 1 inch. They have a fast start, fully threaded tip, up to 7 times faster drilling. I don't know what you're drilling faster than, perhaps a spoon or just a stick on the ground, I have no idea. The Bauer has a deep flute paddle for reduced chip breakout and cleaner holes, a solid design, durable impact resistant shaft, and the same grooved 1/4 inch hex shanks for a secure fit. The 6-piece Bauer set costs $10.49. The Hercules 10-piece Spade bit set is said to have legendary performance. It is stated that King Arthur once drew each one of these bits out of a large rock mounted in a mountain in a hidden territory. The Hercules bits cost $13.99. They are said to drill 15 times faster. I guess that's the same spoon or stick that the Bauer was drilling against? I don't know. The Hercules has a max point fully threaded tip for ultimate speed, deep flute paddle for better chip clearing, impact resistant shaft improves durability, and the same 1/4 inch hex shank. To test these Spade bits, I have built an apparatus that helped me put a uniform amount of downward force on the drill I'll be using. I'll be adding 2 15-pound weights to add 30 pounds of downward force on our electric drill while we're testing the Spade bits. I'll be using the Hitachi FDV16VB2 to make the holes. I didn't want to use a battery drill so that the battery life would not be a factor. The Hitachi drill does have a hammer function, but we will not be using that for this test. We'll be using this treated 4x4 for our test piece, and we're going to start drilling directly beyond this first knot so the knot isn't a factor. For the next test, we're going to put about 25 holes in treated 2x8s and 2x10s with each one of these bits. And then we're going to check them again with the 4x4 and see what kind of speed we get out of them after using them 25 times a piece. Now that we've done our initial test and then drilled our 25 holes, let's see how fast the brands go. The first one we'll be checking now is the Bauer. Hercules doesn't look like it lost much after drilling 25 holes. All right, we're looking at the Warrior. The Warrior is much slower. Now what I'm going to try to do is take each one of these bits and drill a few holes through hardwoods and a couple 1.5 inch sections of treated wood to see how they last after that. So the self-feeding feature of these bits also does them in because they become lodged inside the wood and it's very difficult to get them out. I'm gonna take these bits back inside and try to drill through the 4x4 again to see what kind of difference drilling through the hardwood made. I decided to, once I was done with all of the drilling, to go ahead and put a few nails into a 4x4 and try to drill through each one of these nails with each one of the spade bits just to see how they would tolerate just unwise usage and improper usage. How badly would they be damaged? Just more of a curiosity. You're not supposed to do this with these bits, but I thought it would be kind of cool to do it. We have the new Warrior on the left, which is the 1/2 inch, and we have the one we use, which is the 5/8 on the right. As you can see, the little teeth or flutes or whatever you want to call it on the very top there are badly damaged on the 5/8 bit. You can see how they now curve inward. You can see some marring on the side of the bit and some damage there near the top. There's some damage at the spike at the top as well. We have the new Hercules bit on the left and the one we used on the right. As you can see, it is damaged near the top over here on both sides, probably because of the nails. I don't see much more damage besides that. The feeder on top seems to be okay. It seemed to do a good job throughout the test, but it looks like just those little teeth right here on the side are a little bit damaged, probably from the nails. Again, the bulk of the damage on the Bauer bit also seems to be the little teeth on the side. They seem to have dulled down quite a bit since the beginning of the test. There appears to be a slight curve on the 1/2 inch, the new version there, and there is no slight curve. As you can see here near the top, there seems to be a slight curve, but over here there seems to be no curve any longer. And you can see the damage really easily to those top teeth right there. My overall feelings on each of these paddle bit sets is that the Bauer and Hercules sets look to be, if not identical, almost identical. They cut in a similar speed. They have the same grooves on the flutes. They have the same quick thread tip. So if they're not the same, they are darn close. The Warrior bits are a simpler design and are just much, much slower than the other two brands. Although when I did have to cut through the hardwood and the different treated boards, the Warrior was able to do it where the other two brands were not, because that same threaded tip that allows for quick entry and quick feeding also got bogged down when we were buried 3 or 4 inches into that stack of wood. Most of the holes that the Bauer and the Hercules cut were done in just over 3 seconds apiece. They were very uniform throughout the process, even after drilling the 25 holes and even after drilling through the hardwood just once or twice. The Warrior brand was much slower at 14 to 15 seconds for most of the holes. A few of the holes were over 20 seconds. In my opinion, the Warrior brand is a subpar brand compared to these two, but the Hercules and the Bauer brand seem to do a decent job. You may have to avoid drilling through 4, 5, 6 inch sections of wood with a paddle bit. It might be better suited for a different type of drill bit. In the future, I might put the Hercules or the Bauer or both up against a more name brand like Spade or Irwin or something along those lines to see how they stack up against these more established brands. As always, I would ask that you put a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Please comment and let me know what you thought of the test, and comment if you want something else tested that I haven't yet tested. There's so many power tools out there, there's endless opportunities, and I'd love to know what you guys want to watch. If you want to support the channel, you can leave a like, you can leave a comment. You can also support me at subscribestar.com. There's a link in the description. You're able to support me much like Patreon does with a monthly cash donation. I've been enjoying comparing all these tools. It's always fun to see how they stack up when compared to perception, what people say, what marketing says. Sometimes people make a lot of outrageous claims, and it's nice to see them work out, and sometimes they don't work out. We're going to do a whole lot more as far as comparison with power tools and different accessories for power tools, so please stay tuned to Zack's Tool Shop.